Alright y'all, it's been a while since I made a video, but I'm here next to the outhouse at the Pickney Lake parking lot. So here we go. It's really pretty. It's about 9 a.m. Just going on a hike. It's gonna be about 17 miles here. Maybe I'll start it down here. I should really get a move on because it's gonna be a long day. But I thought that I would go ahead and film this. So maybe I'll start from right here at the banks of Pickney Lake. I'll admit I'm a little unprepared. I don't necessarily know what the blaze color is, but I've got the map downloaded on my Garmin and on my phone, and I've got extra chargers for both, and it looked pretty straightforward. So yeah, this is Pickney Lake. Absolutely gorgeous, to be frank, and I think I got this whole place to myself. Look at that clear water. That'll be very nice in the summer, which hopefully I plan to come back to and backpack this with my wife. Beautiful sunny day today, about 9 a.m. Let's get back to the parking lot, get going by Pickney Lake. And I'm not sure if I plan to put my face on this, so I'm gonna make some separate videos with my face on it, but hello, if I do choose to put this on my Buy Bike Boston channel. Off we go. So at risk of being a weirdo, I stopped filming the first time I did this, but I didn't even mention where I am, I don't think. I'm at the Potawatomi trail. Is that what it's called? Potawatomi. So at risk of sounding like a weirdo, I stopped talking when I saw people, but I'm doing the, let me make sure I pronounce this right, Potawatomi trail. And yeah, it's out here in Pickney, Michigan. It's part of the, well, part of it overlaps with the Waterloo Pickney Trail, and it's about 17 miles. It's been a while since I've done a hike this long, but beautiful blue sky today. Figured I shouldn't pass up the chance. Navigating on it with my Garmin 1000. It's a cycling computer, but you can just tell it about anything as a cycling route, and it takes you on the trail pretty reliably, and it's got great battery life because it's meant to last for 100-mile bike rides. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. We're in my Skechers Max Cushion Trails. I don't even know if they make these anymore, but I like them quite a bit. They're not great for intense hiking or hot summer hiking, but they're pretty decent if you just want a shoe that you can go for a pretty easy hiking. I wouldn't do anything super steep where you need big lugs or super slippery, but for a trail like this where it's dry and not very steep, they're perfect and they're comfortable. My backpack, not taking really any gear that's crazy, but REI Trail 40 pack. It's a good pack. It was cheap. All right, about to cross onto the trail. There's a woodpecker up here somewhere. I can't find him, but maybe you'll see him on the video. Lots of birds active. So, I don't know, I didn't see much coverage of this trail on YouTube, but I don't know if you can tell by that gradient, it's relatively hilly. Puzzled for a few minutes at this crossroads over here, and then I saw a big sign that said Potawatomi. So, yeah, if you think you're lost on this trail, you're probably not. You just need to look around. It's advice for myself. I'm not bashing any of you other hikers. I'm apparently quite bad at this. But just trying to say, this trail is pretty well marked. So I thought it was worth noting I'm about 3 miles from the last campground and outhouse area. The first one I saw, and here is another kind of campground and outhouse area right next to this lake. It's pretty nice. This looks like it'd be a very nice place to spend a night or an afternoon. Alright, keep on plugging, keep on chugging. Still on the Waterloo Pickney Trail, 46 miles long, completed in 1986. Portage Lake, Waterloo connection. Oh, connecting Portage Lake, Waterloo to Silver Lake. Huh. Really cool. Better get a move on. Not that I'm doing all 46 miles, and holy heck, look at that, something's green. It's spring. More green. I know for those of you further south, it's probably not exciting, but green is rare this time of year here. Or at least right now. Haven't seen anything green in a hot minute. At one point here, you got the option for a shortcut, or you can continue this way on the normal Potawatomi trail. Potawatomi, I keep cutting out part of the name. Still beautiful out, still really quiet. Saw my first car after an hour and 20 minutes about, just a few minutes ago. It is insanely quiet out here. First road I've seen in 5.5 miles back here. But continuing on. So to give you an idea of how long this takes, I'm about a third of the way done, a little more, an hour and 42 minutes. And I'm alternating a tiny bit of jogging, light jogging, with hiking. So probably about a 5-hour trail to get done if you're going pretty briskly. If you're moving a little more leisurely, 6, 7 maybe. So it's a good day either way you slice it. 17 miles is no joke, and it's a little hillier than you'd expect, at least given it's semi-central Michigan. horses. So, just thought it was fun. I'm kind of checking out where I am relative to where I started. And I don't know if you can see this, but I'm in Hell, the famous Hell, Michigan. I knew I'd be there today, just didn't realize I was in Hell. Frankly, Hell's pretty nice this time of year. It is done freezing over, as far as I can tell. And even a little bit green. Who knew? Alright, it's lunchtime. Gonna have some blueberry mush, which It's really good, but it's essentially just overpriced oatmeal. I'm gonna eat with a spoon, toss the trash in my backpack, and then also I'm gonna have a little strawberry bobo. So both of those are essentially just overpriced oatmeal, but they're pretty good, and you can get them at Costco and in bulk and kind of cut the pain of how overpriced they are. At least they taste good, and they're kind of healthy. All right, around mile 7.5. Pro tip, when you see someone else's junk on the side of the trail, even if they've eaten it, which is kind of gross, stick it in your pack and hike it out with you. Try and make up for some of the buttholes out there in the world, if you can. I just shoved mine, I don't know if you can see it. I shoved it in this little side pocket of my pack. Maybe you can see it better here. And there's this little mesh pocket. I've got my oatmeal in there right now, and now I've got somebody else's honey stinger in there. Bobo time now. Guess the world's ending. We got some tornado sirens or something going off. Certainly no tornado right now, so must be a nuke. Lots of old cars and stuff over here, and campers. They actually got some really cool stuff on that property. Turtles out there sunbathing. Less turtles over here. At about mile 11 and a half, these benches scattered all over the trail. Starting to look real good. Marker says go left. I'm gonna double check on the Garmin, but almost there. About 2 hours left. Cute little stream. Coming up over this ridge, you get a decent view out of this lake. Probably looks terrible from the GoPro, but pretty from here. Sadly, wasn't recording, but maybe second mountain biker passed. And then I ran into two folks on a bench and another guy coming the other way. Popular little spot atop this little hill where a bunch of power lines meet. Been seeing like one person an hour, and then suddenly I see 1, 2, 3, 4 people all at the same time. kind of cool. But at the same time, I am glad it's nice and quiet out here. Sky's still blue, sun's still out. They're saying clouds are coming. I don't know if I necessarily believe it, but maybe I should listen to those forecasts. But either way, who cares? It's a nice day, it's warm. I'll take it. The winter is breaking here in Michigan, or has broken, I guess. About almost 13 miles, so not much further than the last update. It's funny, it's just past noon, I think. Maybe actually around 1. What do I know about time right now? Okay, it's 1:10. I just checked my watch. And suddenly, trails are packed. I mean, you can see some people down there. They just packed past 5 or 6 different people. Crazy. Clock strikes 1 and suddenly I'm no longer alone. There's a little lake over here, and it is just littered with McMansions on the side. Well, average-sized homes and McMansions, which is a very interesting mix, but it's very pretty, very nice to look at. Almost to the official trailhead for the Potawatomi Trail, I think. Should be, at least. I thought it was going to be around mile 15. I'm at about 13 and a half. Making decent progress. FYI, if you're taking the All Trails route, it does send you down Silver Hill Road rather than taking the trail, but I'm not backtracking 0.3 miles because I'm tired. Not a big deal though. I'm basically skipping like 0.2 miles of trail in exchange for 0.2 miles of road and taking a teensy bit of mileage off and still doing my anticipated mileage, so everything's all good. But just a heads up, the All Trails route skips a couple of sections of the official trail. No matter though. So I don't know how visible it is, but over here to the left, through the trees, there's a parking lot. And I'm pretty sure there's camping and restrooms, and this is probably the main hub if you're gonna come to Potawatomi and do the Potawatomi Trail. Hope I'm not slaughtering my pronunciation on that. If you're a mountain biker, that's a pretty neat little feature. Tiny little jump into some smooth rocks. Always fun. Walking through a bunch of electrical lines here. Almost done. At about 15.5 miles almost. But yeah, fun power lines. Gave me a bit of a fright, but little snake here. How you doing, buddy? I feel like you're probably gonna bite at the camera, so I'm not gonna disturb you anymore. Bye, Mr. Snake. Gave me quite a fright. Hope he enjoys sunbathing. Well, I wanted to do it in less than 5 hours, but it's cutting close. I'm at 17.6 miles, so I hit the distance at least in my time frame, but I'm at 56.55 miles or minutes. So I've got 3 minutes left about. I can't talk, if you can't tell. And you can see on my screen, little arrow dude, who is me, has a little bit more than 3 minutes of distance. I've been trying to run it. My feet are sore. Max cushion can only do so much. So, whatever. I'm gonna be home 5 minutes late. It doesn't matter. It's an arbitrary deadline I set. I'm just glad I hit the distance in the time I wanted. But I don't have much steam left in the tank. And running with a backpack on is a little bit harder than running without one. Also, I'm very, very hungry. So I just realized this whole ding-dang time I've been saying Blind Lake. I don't know if I was doing that at the start of the video, but at some point I saw Blind Lake and it was easier to say than Pickerel Lake. So I just decided I was walking around Blind Lake. Turns out I am not walking to Blind Lake. That's not where I parked. I parked at Pickerel Lake, which is, I'm pretty sure, the lake that I'm pointing the camera at right now. Been telling other people on the trail, oh yeah, I parked at Blind Lake. I don't even know if there is parking at Blind Lake, so always fun to be delusional. 18 miles into a hike. Almost there though. Yeah. Here's the bench that says Mark Hoffman Trailhead, which I don't know if that's where I parked, but we can just go ahead and say I parked there. Why not? Holy guacamole. 18 miles is 18 miles. Doesn't matter if it's flat or hilly. It is not easy to do in one morning. Alright, we are back to the parking lot. And sort of surprisingly, maybe not surprisingly, but you know, when you're out for that long, you wonder, when you return to the dirt lot, you wonder when you return to the dirt lot your car's parked in, if it's still going to be there. And I'm also wondering, because I don't remember, because it was middle of the morning, did I lock the car? Let's see. Of course I didn't. Well, there's nothing really of value in it. And it doesn't look rummaged through. Rockstar moment for me. Alright, well, back at Pickerel Lake. That was 18 miles. Did it in about 5 hours and 11 minutes. And my legs are sore, and my feet are sore, and I'm hungry. So, that was it. That was the Potawatomi trail. Did I get it right the last time? And this is Pickerel Lake. It's beautiful. If you're looking for a kind of, dare I say, hilly place to go for a long hike near Ann Arbor or Detroit, Waterloo Pickney is a great place to go. And the Potawatomi trail is a great trail to pick if you want to do a long hike in a day, or even if you want to split it in two and backpack in the middle of the night. It's perfectly worthy of your time. And that's the video. I'm tired. Over and out.